Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alexander, and today we're going to be talking about the episodes of Love, Death and Robots that would make a great movie or series. But before that, I gotta start off by saying thanks a lot for all the support on the last video. I actually thought it was gonna get like 10 views because I was away from YouTube for so long, and I really appreciate the fact that almost all my subscribers came to check it out. We even gained a couple new subs, like about 6 new members, and that's really great. And I seriously love you guys for all the support because you know it's harder on here for small channels and every single subscriber counts as a little more motivation. But anyway, with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I forgot to mention this is also going to be a top 5 best episodes as well, so let's start off with number 5. Suits would be a pretty amazing short series, maybe something like 6 or 10 episodes explaining what planet they're on, how they got there, and eventually the massive breach that's probably gonna happen again. I mean, seriously, Netflix can make a lot of money from a series like this. The art style alone is gonna draw people in, and maybe they can even show other communities with different robots, which means more fights, and you gotta admit we all enjoy the ones we've seen so far.
Shit, just the 3 of us? Well, at least I'll die young and beautiful.
I know a lot of the people that call this series sexist try to trivialize this episode and claim it's nothing more than a male gaze revenge story. But that's kinda exactly what it is. It's a revenge story set in a cyberpunk world and the chicks show a little side boob. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hi there, and welcome to the Peter Griffin Side Boob Hour. Look at that side boob. Check out this side boob.
A lot of the chicks on social media seem to not care about the amount of side boob they show, whether it's side boob, under boob, entire boob. They won't have a problem with that type of thing because it makes them feel empowered, right? But the truth is, the only problem they have with this is the fact that a man made it. They see it as the creators depicting women in an inappropriate manner, but I digress. Sonny's Edge would make a great movie for the simple fact that it is a revenge story. She was raped and more or less tortured by those men, and I for one would love to see her get her revenge. Maybe after she loses her body, she continues searching for the remaining gang members in her kaiju form and has to fight the monsters they have until she can get to the boss and kill him. I don't know. What I do know is seeing a full hour and a half of this shit would be awesome. And despite all the belly aching, most of the people that hate this episode are probably gonna see the movie anyway, so I think it's like a win-win for everyone.
They managed to save that body, but those estate fucks have broken my skull. You wanna know my edge? Every time I step into that ring, I'm fighting for my life. That fear is my edge.
Gotcha, bitch!
That fear of death. Do you feel it? Are you scared now?
Three. Okay, I have a problem pronouncing the number 3. Because of my accent, I say tree. So just bear with me. 3 robots. This would make a great short series. Why? Because who doesn't love exploring a post-apocalyptic version of Earth, all while having a robot judge you and making you feel bad about the environment? I wouldn't say 10 episodes unless they can add some type of really good story behind it, but if they can't, maybe something like 5 episodes would do. I think a lot of people would be willing to watch a 5-episode series of these 3 robots exploring the world we left behind. It would be great if you think about it, but I can't think of any maybes how the story should go. If you have any ideas for these 3 robots exploring the rest of the planet, pause the video and go leave that comment below because I'd love to read that shit. But I do believe the possibilities for a good story is somewhat infinite here because there's so much to work with. The entire planet is, super fucked. and these 3 robots are just walking around, exploring, cracking jokes, and breaking the 4th wall and making us feel bad about the goddamn environment. Oh god, I love that robot. But anyway, let's move on to number 2.
Stop being a whiny pussy
and subscribe to my channel,
please.
Good Hunting is my 2nd favorite episode of the entire series, and the art style kinda reminds me of that old Tarzan movie, and I think it would be great as a short series on its own. Imagine being able to see the public's reaction to this new cybernetic vigilante fox chick thing. It's just awesome. Look at that and tell me that's not awesome. What would also be cool is if they were to show other mythical creatures reacting to the loss of magic in the world. There's so much they can do with this story. I mean, maybe the government even starts trying to use different technologies to try and capture her. I don't know, but what I do know is 10 episodes within this kinda dated but technologically advanced world would be a must-watch for a lot of the fans of the show. I mean, they can even add in little elements of magic still being involved in the world as it's fading away. Dude, I just know if I saw this on Netflix as a series, I would watch it immediately, and I think a lot of the fans of this episode will agree to that.
Yes, very clever, Liang, for a Chinaman.
I don't know. You tell me, you racist bitch.
Okay, I definitely wish they'd make this one into a movie. I mean, seriously, it has everything, an interesting concept, amazing visuals, even though the story has a couple flaws in it. It was still freaking awesome and the best episode of the season. And I also love the chick that pieced it together really quickly. Maybe she had a little more resistance to the aliens' control or something. God bless her soul. And yo, that reveal at the end was perfect.
I need to see this place. I need to see you as you really are.
All right, Tom. But understand this. I do care for you.
Hello, Tom. Hello, Tom. Hello, Tom. Hello, Tom.
I mean, you would scream too if you found out that you fucked that thing.
Oh my god!
You get any of that in the trash can?
No, I missed on purpose.
If they made this into a movie, maybe it can be about a new crew being stuck in the same freaky web and trying to figure out like what's real from fake or something. I mean, how crazy would it be if the new crew escapes, then they start fighting each other because they think they're still in like illusion or under the spider's control. Now that I think about it, it would actually be similar to that scene from Rick and Morty.
Have you been drinking, Rick?
I really appreciate you, Morty.
Okay, cool. All right, Rick.
You little son of a bitch! Are you a simulation? Huh? Are you a simulation?
No!
You little son of a bitch!
But yeah, guys, that was the episode that I personally think deserve their own movie or series. If any of your favorites made the list, make sure to drop a like on the video. That would help a lot. Let me know which of your favorite episodes should be made into a movie or series, and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of thing. I'm gonna be doing like anime and other shows like Game of Thrones and pretty much a lot of the more popular stuff. So if you're into that type of thing and you like the content I'm making so far, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, or anything you can do to help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And lastly, before I go, I want to give a shout out to some of my favorite subscribers. Sophia Marshall and Emma Hopkins. You guys have been on the channel from the very beginning, and I can't express the amount of appreciation I have for you guys. You actually tell me a lot that you try to share my content, and that means so much to me. So thank you guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Later.